Hello, everybody. My name is John, and welcome back to Nancy Drew and the White Wolf of Icicle Creek, Part 5. In the last part, I had no idea what to do. I couldn't talk to anyone about anything new that I cared to talk about. But I went back to the Avalanche, not Avalanche Ridge. Was it? I don't remember. Uh, where was it? I don't remember. Maybe this direction? Yeah. Up to here. And I realized that I might not have went far enough in here to activate new voice conversations. So, because I messed up on the savings, the game last time.
I can't stop shivering. I need to get in out of the cold, soon.
I had to replay the game through the entirety. And I figured out that I had to take another step
much
forward.
Better. That's for me.
Alright. Nancy, this is about Lupe. Phone number. Probably won't remember it. Yeah. 213. I hope she writes it down. Phone numbers. She didn't write it down. Maybe she... Okay, she put it in there. Okay, so now we have more dialogue options to play with.
How can I help you?
Here we go.
I really need to get somewhere in the backcountry and was thinking you could maybe give me a cross-country ski lesson or two?
Out of the question. I don't have the time, the equipment, or, frankly, the desire. I am sorry.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
It has been a pleasure.
It's fine. He's an Olympian.
What you need?
Would you happen to know the combination to the lock on the display case that has the snowshoes in it?
Only person who'd know that is Chantal. Just cross your fingers that she wrote it down. Gal's got a memory like a butterfly net. Of course, there's no need for you to go repeating that.
I'll get out of your hair now.
If you need anything, just holler.
Okay, so Chantal. But I do know that Lou has some snowshoes.
Would it be all right if I borrowed your snowshoes?
No.
I wouldn't need them for long, just for an hour or so.
Well, in that case, no.
What's the matter with you? Afraid of cooties? Let her use your snowshoes.
I've only got one pair, and they're precious, Sorry, dude, the answer's no. What can I say?
Well, I'll let you go.
Been real.
That makes sense. Don't want to loan your stuff out to someone that you don't know.
As long as it's not time to cook, I might as well stay out of the kitchen.
Alright, time to call Chantal.
Hello?
Hi, it's Nancy Drew.
I'm glad you called. Ollie tells me Guadalupe Camillo checked out.
Actually, it was more like Ollie threw her out.
Well, good riddance, right? I mean, he said she was an environmental nut job. In fact, he said he wouldn't be surprised if she's the one who caused those accidents and blew up the bunkhouse.
It wouldn't surprise me either.
Wonderful. Then I can tell my lawyers that the case is closed and come home.
Well, the case isn't closed yet. I still have to come up with proof.
Oh, that. Well, the lodge is probably better off without her in any case. Although she did pay for her stay in advance, and in cash. Cash is good. Oh well. Anything else to report?
Desperately need those shoes.
I think I'm onto something, but I desperately need snowshoes. Could you give me the combination to the lock on the display case so I could use the ones in there?
I certainly can, but I'm not going to until you do something for me.
Like what?
I'm going to fax you a survey that Tino came up with. He says you're to fill most of it out by observing the people staying at the lodge, rather than just asking them the questions outright. He says that would put them on their guard. When it's all filled out, fax it to Tino. The results will help him come up with a profile that will help you to determine which of our guests is responsible for the accidents.
Sounds good.
Excellent. I'm faxing it to you even as we speak. In fact, it's done. So why don't you go get it right now? I'll wait.
Great. I just hope the questions aren't too dumb. Got it.
Good. Now remember, when you're done filling it out, fax it directly to Tino. And he wants you to call him before you do so he can turn his machine on.
Did you know that some photos are missing from the display case in the lobby?
Really? Last I looked, they were all there. I think.
The caption for them says something like, "Young and old have stayed at Icicle Creek Lodge."
I can't remember what they were pictures of, and I sure don't know why they'd be missing.
You'll hear from me again later.
Don't let me down, okay?
Alright, let's see what the questions are. Does this person get up from the side of the bed? Their hometown? Planet in the solar system hates paprika. Well, we know that Lou hates paprika, so yes, and everyone else does not. Okay. Past that, I don't remember anything. I didn't really look whenever I was cleaning their rooms.
What's up?
I was just wondering, what planet do you most identify with?
Planet X.
I'm sorry, I meant in our solar system.
Planet X?
But there is no Planet X.
There will be.
So you identify with Planet X.
Planet X. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
I'll catch you later.
Been real.
Alright. Planet X.
Hello again.
I know this is going to sound like a strange question, but what planet do you most identify with?
I guess it would be Mars. You know, that whole God of War thing?
I should have known. Well, I better get back to work.
Glad you dropped by.
That is a very good game series. Wait, how am I? Oh, their hometowns. Probably on the computer. We can't get anything from Guadalupe.
How can I help you?
Would you mind telling me what planet you most identify with?
Pluto.
Actually, Pluto's not a planet anymore.
That is exactly the point. Pluto stirs up passion and controversy, yet it continues undaunted on its course, as do I. Pluto and I, we are as brothers.
That's all for now.
Come back anytime.
And Yoni. Pluto. Okay, so now to get the sides of their beds, who stays in what room? Okay, Yoni is Chakalaka. He gets up on the right side of the bed. I hope that's how the perspective is. Oh, I was putting them all in the wrong place. Okay. He gets up from the right. And Mars. And Planet X. Okay. Now, of course, we can't get Guadalupe now. Lou Talbot is a Dino. Since there's no slippers, that means he's both. Okay. And that means that Bill is the side. Okay. He gets out on the right side. Okay. And here I should be. What? Oh, I guess this is to prove that Guadalupe is a liar about it. Merlin are out in the winter. Well, she's gone now, so. Okay. Yanni is Eldeciate. Eldeciate? Is that it? Elad. Oh. Elad. Say it. Okay. Bill. Where is Bill? Anyway, I can Freya for Lou. And Los Angeles. Where is Bill?
Contents deleted. Wonder why.
Wait, what room is he in? He's in Pish Pish. William Kessler. Oh. Huh. Toronto. Toronto. I keep getting it wrong. 3264. Finally, I got it.
Hello?
Miss Camillo, hi, it's Nancy Drew from Icicle Creek Lodge.
Yes, hello. Is the wolf all right?
Well, Ollie hasn't succeeded in shooting or trapping it yet, if that's what you mean. But I'm not going to tell you any more until you tell me who you really are.
All right. I'm a member of Run and Grow Free. As you may or may not know, that's an organization dedicated to the protection of wild animals. I went to the lodge to make sure nothing happened to that wolf. See, we're trying desperately to arrange to have it captured and transported to a sanctuary. But so far, all the ones we've contacted are full. And unless and until we find a place for it, all we can do is try to protect it. Now tell me more about the contact you've had with the wolf.
After I was buried by an avalanche, it dug a hole in the snow so I could escape.
It may have sensed you were in trouble, or its behavior may have been totally random. But either way, the fact that the wolf didn't simply run away from you is very bad news.
It is?
Wolves and humans simply do not mix. While wolves may appear to be similar to dogs, behaviors that have been bred out of dogs after thousands of years of domestication are still instinctive to wolves. Training a wolf to behave like a dog may mask those instincts, but it cannot eradicate them. For that reason, no matter how sociable the wolf may appear, instinct can at any moment rear its ugly head with devastating results for any humans involved and for the wolf. Especially for the wolf, who will have simply been doing what comes naturally.
So I should avoid all contact with a wolf?
Unfortunately, the damage has probably already been done, but you should certainly not initiate contact, and do not ever give in to the temptation to feed the wolf.
For one thing, a wolf's jaws are twice as powerful as a German shepherd's, and should your hand happen to get in its way when it tries to feed?
I get the picture.
For another thing, making the wolf dependent upon you for food would seal its doom. It sounds strange, Nancy, but the very best thing you can do for that wolf is nothing.
Are you the one who wrecked all the gear that was in the fishing shack?
Yes, that was me. I was afraid that Bill Kessler fellow would encounter the wolf on one of his trips out to the shack, and that it would end badly for the wolf. So I did a number on his equipment. I've done worse while working on behalf of Run and Grow Free. Believe me.
This is going to sound like a really weird question, but from what side of the bed do you usually get up?
Why in the world do you want to know that?
Oh, please don't try to make me explain.
Well, it's a harmless question, I suppose. Let's see. I get up on my left side.
If I were to ask you which planet you most identify with, which one would you say?
Earth. No, wait. Make that Venus. No, Earth. No, actually Venus. No, Earth. No offense, dear, but that's a very silly question.
Tell me about it.
So I try either Earth or Venus?
So, are you kind of an expert on wolves?
No.
Oh, good heavens, no. Although I probably know more about them than most people do, which unfortunately isn't saying much.
Things like what?
Well, I know that a wolf that lives by itself, like the one up there at the lodge, a lone wolf, if you will, a wolf like that is called a disperser. And I know that 95% of the wolf's natural habitat down here in the lower 48 states has disappeared. And I know some people, a lot of people, couldn't care less. But it seems to me that wolves have just as much right to go about their business in this country as we humans do. After all, they were here first.
Why can't the group you belong to just capture the wolf, take it out to the middle of nowhere, and let it go?
Because unfortunately, there's really no such place as nowhere anymore. We humans are, or can be, everywhere. Plus, wolves can travel great distances. Contact with humans would be inevitable. And since this wolf has obviously lost its fear of humans, it would be an easy target for anyone prone to shoot first and ask questions later. No, a sanctuary is the only place where it would be truly safe.
What's a sanctuary?
It's a facility where wolves can live out their lives in as natural a setting as possible in the company of other wolves.
You mean like a zoo?
No, sanctuaries are usually not open to the general public. And while educating visitors about wolves is certainly one of their goals, their primary concern is preserving the animals they take in. Unfortunately, the more humans encroach on wolves' natural habitat, the more crowded the sanctuaries become.
Aren't there any government agencies that can take care of the wolf?
For the most part, and especially up there, wolves are considered to be pests. If a government agency got involved, it would take care of the wolf all right, permanently.
It gets so cold here at night. Will the wolf be okay?
Not only are wolves built to withstand cold temperatures, but they know instinctively what to do to survive in extreme conditions. If they didn't, they would have disappeared from the earth eons ago.
Why didn't you just come out and tell the people at Icicle Creek Lodge that you were there to protect the wolf?
Because I assumed, and quite correctly as it turns out, that very few people there would be sympathetic to my cause. Had I not been undercover, they may have tried to foil my efforts. Instead, I was able to foil theirs. For a while, at least.
Did you ever hear any explosions while you were staying at Icicle Creek Lodge?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I heard several.
Do you have any idea what caused them?
My first thought was that Ollie had completely lost it and was going after the wolf with explosives. But when I realized that even he wasn't that stupid, I assumed it was someone clearing an avalanche or a downed tree or something. While we're on the subject of explosions, did anyone ever figure out what made the bunkhouse blow up like that?
The sheriff says it was plastic explosives.
Wow, that's serious. No offense, but it sounds to me like instead of hiring a new maid, the owner of the lodge should have hired herself a detective.
Yeah, I need to get back to work.
Thanks for calling. Oh, and from now on, call me Lupe. I think you've earned that right.
Alright. I'm going to fill this out. Left. And Earth. Okay. So, this is the end of the video. And In the next video, we will be submitting a survey to see if we got the right answers. If not, I'll have to figure out where I went wrong. But anyway, I am glad that you have watched. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one. So, goodbye.